Cobblemon is back, but this time I'm taking on my toughest challenge yet. My goal in this video is to catch 100 shiny Pokemon no matter how long it takes. In Cobblemon, shinies are extremely rare with only a 1 in 8,000 chance of appearing. So here are the rules for this challenge. I'm only ever allowed to use shiny Pokemon and I must capture one shiny of every single type. These rules made the challenge super fun and I had to find the right strategies to get the Pokemon that I wanted. And at the very end, I'll put my shiny team to the ultimate test, facing off against champion Cynthia. Will I survive this brutal grind or will this challenge completely break me? Well, let's find out. So once I began my new journey, I already had a bit of a problem. Normally when people do shiny videos, they get one for free on a server, or they just use a command. But the thing is, I want to be different, so the good thing about Cobblemon is that you're not forced to pick a star Pokemon if you don't want to. So I didn't even bother because I knew it would never be shiny. So the plan was to find my first shiny Pokemon in the wild. So for the most part, I had to just run around and explore the map. But the first thing I had to do was collect apricorns to make some Pokeballs, because without them, even if I do find a shiny, I wouldn't be able to catch it, and that would suck big time. So after getting some tools, copper, and apricorns, I had all the items I needed to craft some basic Pokeballs. But instead, I decided to make Safari Balls, which have a 1.5 times catch rate when used outside of battle, which is really good since I don't have any Pokemon to battle the shiny. Why is this guy level 1? Jeez. I guess it's because I have no Pokemon, so the game doesn't have anything to go off of. Since all I could do was run around and wait for that shiny to spawn, I decided to get in a boat and travel back and forth in the ocean. This was the quickest way for more Pokemon to spawn, and while doing that, I learned that about 60 Pokemon spawn every minute. So on average, I should find a shiny Pokemon every 7 days, as long as new Pokemon are constantly spawning. When day 3 came around, I decided to make a Pokedex, cause if you catch a shiny with the dex on you, then it shows up as a shiny in the Pokedex pages as well. And that required me to go into the Nether, getting some glowstone, and yeah, it was not that hard to make. After days of regretting my decision to do this challenge, let's fast forward to day 8, the day I finally found a shiny. It's just not working out for us right now. So we might just take a bit of a break from the ocean. I just need one shiny to kick off this journey, because it is just rough right now. Guys, it's here. Where is it? It's right there, please. Shiny Joltik, this piece of crap is so tiny. The game just had to do that to me, didn't it? I only came in this direction to look at this stupid Executor, because it's so huge. But where's it? Please don't escape me. Wait. The only thing I can do is just throw the Pokeball. Please, I need this. I'm begging. I don't want to wait another 10 days. No! 2, 3. Yes, please. Yes, we got our first shiny, boys. Let's go! Joltik latch on to other Pokemon and suck out static electricity. They're often found sticking to Yamper's hindquarters. Yo, that is kinda sus, bro. Now that I finally had my first shiny, I could actually play the game like a normal person. So on day 9, I had my first battle against a wild Doduo. Okay, Doduo missed Fury Attack, that's huge. And yeah, we just killed it in one hit. I also found a village in the savannah, which luckily had a Pokemon Center with a healing machine inside. So this was a pretty good spot to set up my base for now. On day 10, I went mining for some gold and diamonds to make some better Pokeballs, but while doing that, what in the freaking world? Oh! Guys! Did not know I could get this lucky. It's literally still day 10. The map is so useful, guys, because without the map, I would have never known that this thing existed. Is it here? Yes! Shiny Nose Pass, my boy. The Compass Pokemon, the golden child right there. He's a breathing, living piece of crap. We got another yellow Pokemon, unfortunately. But that is how the cookie crumbles. Oh, don't die. Please don't glitch out. How did that even happen? Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. It's taken me some time to come up with a nickname, but I think we've got it. We're gonna go with Goldie Rocks. Now, here's a funny story. While I was getting ready to leave the mines, I threw away some items, which also included a thunderstone, and about 5 minutes later, I looked up how to evolve Nosepass, and what do you know? It required a thunderstone, and I was long gone, so, that was fun. I mean, it's not really my fault, okay? My childhood was filled with having to go to Mount Coronet, New Marvel, or even Chargestone Cave to evolve these magnetic freaks, but apparently, what do I know? Yo, what the hell is wrong with that? Is some creepy ass stuff. While I was exploring the area, I came across a Gimmighoul tower, which at the very top had a chest containing heal powder, which is exactly what I needed the revival herb for. So all I needed to craft the healing machine was the gas tiers, so I headed inside the Nether and ended up spawning in a fortress. On day 12, I killed so many ghastly because they have a 1 in 40 chance to drop the gas tier, but I didn't have much luck there, so I headed back home to train my Pokemon. Ooh, we got a bright powder. This makes it so that I can dodge moves a little easier, right? Ooh, yuck. Don't even think about getting in my house. Ooh, oh my god, guys. This is insane. What day is it? It's only day 13? Where is it? Oh my god. It's a freaking Bouffalant. Yo, look at this thing, level 30. Jeez, let's go. Slightly pink horns. It's like a bit more like caramel color. I don't even know how to call it. I only have a few Ultra Balls on me. Yeah, we're in a pickle right now. What the frick is happening, guys? Do you see that on the map? Do you see that? Okay, this is not what I was expecting, but I gotta catch this thing as fast as possible. There's a Rattata right over there and I can't see it. Please don't despawn. I think I should try and stay like as close to the Rattata as possible so that it doesn't despawn. Oh my god, this Bouffalant's doing too much damage to me. Oh my god, this is a balancing act and I just don't have an answer. Oh my god, please. It despawned, guys, it despawned. What could I have done? It was one of the two, and I would 100% take Bouffalant over Eradicate any day, okay? I can't believe we lost a shiny, man. We lost a shiny. Why did two have to pop up at the same gosh dang time? Hopefully it doesn't have like takedown or anything, because otherwise this thing's gonna kill itself, and I'm gonna hate myself, you know? Let's go for the Ultra Ball. You're paralyzed, you're very low on health. Oh man, I just realized. I probably should have gone for Rattata because at least it evolves in Eradicate, so that would have been one extra encounter in my shiny dex. You might be confused as to why I said that, so let me explain. While I did say that I would catch 100 shiny Pokemon, I am also allowing evolutions to count. And then there's also the situation of duplicate Pokemon, which as you'll see later happens quite a bit. Please, somebody save me. So let's say I've caught a shiny Magikarp and I end up evolving into a Gyarados, so that's gonna count as 2 Pokemon. But if I catch a second shiny Magikarp, then it will also count, but not its evolution, so 3 in total. So I mean, both of them were normal types, so it didn't really matter which one I caught. And yeah, he's just more tanned, if that's what you want to call it. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Ooh, I can ride on Bouffalant. Wait a second. Actually, you're still faster than like me running, so this is very good. It kind of looks like he's been slathered in hot sauce, so I'm just gonna name him that. On day 15, I made my way to a Salt Sand Valley, which is normally where you find a lot of ghost types, and the first Ghastly that I killed there dropped the gas tiers, so I started to make my way back home. The reason for crafting a healing machine was so that I could explore a lot better, knowing that I have something to heal my team at all times. But now that I could go anywhere, what was gonna be my next plan? Well, in terms of all the Pokemon types, Dragon was gonna be the hardest to find. There are only a handful of them available in Cobblemon, and most of them are extremely rare. I thought it would be best to try and find the hardest types as soon as possible, cause while I do that, I'll be getting other shinies due to bad luck, and I can cross them off as well. After carefully looking through all the dragon type spawn conditions, I came up with a plan. I headed towards the ocean looking for any shipwrecks I could find along the way, and inside one of them I found a map for a shipwreck cove. But the thing that I came looking for was the Pokerod smithing template. Using this, I was able to craft a fishing rod that I can fish a Pokemon with, and I also made an experience share to give to Joltik because it was pretty weak compared to Bouffalant. The next step was enchanting my fishing rod for the best odds possible. So So I headed into the Nether and mined nether quartz and bone blocks until I had 30 levels. I bone mealed all the sugarcane I needed, and after killing a lot of cows and Pokemon like Giraffe Rig and Miltank for leather, I had pretty much everything to set up my enchantment table. What is attacking? Oh my god. Oh my god, Bouffalant died. Bouffalant died, I'm so dead. It's literally on my ass. I gotta head into the water, dude. Otherwise I'm screwed. Woo! It's flying in the water! What the hell? Heal my Pokemon! I just lost all that experience! Well, now that I had lost 30 levels of experience, I had to go back to the Nether, but it was such a boring grind that I put it on pause for now and decided to go looking for a Thunderstone instead. They're mostly found in mountainous areas, so I was carefully looking on every hillside, and I eventually walked into a windswept hills biome. And I'm telling you guys, you will not believe my luck. How is that even possible? If only there was like a hole that we could actually look into. That is insane, guys! How do I get there? How do I get there? It's an Eevee! Boys, I don't have Pokeballs! I'm gonna screw this up big time! This is insane! I've never had this kind of... Oh my god. Oh my days. How do I even begin to do this? First of all, get into battle. I don't want it to despawn. I can evolve this into whatever I want. I just realized that. Wait. So if there's any Pokemon type that I'm struggling with, because I already have Bouffalant for the normal type, so then I can just, you know, this thing's level 32. First of all, let's go for Thunder Wave. I don't have any way to put it to sleep, so I only have 6 Ultra Balls. Okay, let's just do this. Please don't fall off the edge. Oh my god. Yes! I can't believe that we got a shiny Eevee. Moments like this are exactly why I've been loving playing on Cobblemon Delta, which by the way is today's sponsor. It's the one Cobblemon server that feels unique because they have so many features for every kind of Pokemon player to enjoy, like Pokemon Dungeons where you team up with your friends all for the small chance of finding a legendary Pokemon sealed away. Diving into Area Zero where Alpha and Paradox Pokemon roam the world, attacking you without warning. You'll even find Pokemon themed supply drops which give you the best items. Their newest feature is Dream Raids, massive boss fights with tons of players, unlocking fusion Pokemon like Murai and Armalege. Then there's the Ultra Space dimension where you dive into wormholes to battle Ultra Beasts. If you love competitive battling, there's a ranked ladder where you can fight other players for a spot on the leaderboard, or take on NPC gyms that bring classic gym leaders back to life. And most importantly, the Delta community is super friendly, so I hope to see you there. The server info will be in the description, so let's get back to shiny hunting. I couldn't believe what had just happened, because I'd never ever in my life gotten a shiny as rare and cool as Eevee before. Within a couple of minutes I also found a Thunderstone, so it was turning out to be a great day for me. I headed back home and then used the stone on Nosepass, which was now ready to evolve. Who in their right mind at Game Freak was like, you know, let's make a huge gigantic nose for a Pokemon. Wait, actually, Goldilocks evolved into a rock steel type, so steel is crossed off the list. It has a pretty good moveset too, so Discharge, Power Gem, maybe at some point it'll get Flash Cannon, so that would be awesome. While I was busy training my team, Joltik stole enough experience to hit level 36 and was also ready to evolve into Galvantula. I don't know what to say, like it was my first Pokemon, and in all honesty, it's a pretty bad shiny. If anything, it's just gotten slightly darker. Okay, the only saving grace about this guy is that he gets sticky webs, which could be really useful for that final battle. Who was doing that? Wait a second, what? Oh, let's go Goldilocks. That's my boy right there. By day 29, I had 30 levels of experience and I had everything set up to enchant my fishing rod. The only issue was that it needed a new smithing template, so I followed the map to find the Shipwreck Cove. It was a really long journey, but it was not short of surprises. What the hell? Dude! Well, isn't this climactic? I gotta kill you. This sucks. This sucks big time. Like, what am I gonna do with a freaking legendary over here? Should be able to tank this, kill it. You know, it's a legendary, but I'm not allowed to use it. So, do you drop anything special? Chicken. That's the thing that's interesting to me. Chicken. I need food. Espeon level 40. Oh, it hit me with a levitation. Chop that throat up. It deserves it. Oh my god, please don't kill my Boufflant. Once I found the side of the Shipwreck Cove, I hopped down and found a couple of chests with a template and a bunch of other good items, so I grabbed whatever I needed and headed back towards my base. Guys, I'm busy eating right now, and if you look at the map, I mean, I'm not too excited by it, but I am pretty excited by it. I just don't want to lose it. Oh, there it is. Shiny Spinnerack. You're getting some very clean ASMR right now of me eating. Beautiful. That is actually a beautiful coloring of Spinnerack. We're just gonna keep using some dive balls. I already have bug covered by Galvantula, but I did get poisoned, so, you know, that's a win in my books. Once I got back home, I crafted an adamant mint to make Boufflant's attack stat even stronger, and then made myself the perfect Pokerod. But then I realized something super important. Oh wait, isn't there like a berry that helps find shiny Pokemon? Starfberry. Fishing bait effect is twice the shiny chance. These berries were gonna be the game changer, as they might just save me a lot of time and misery, so I went onto the Cobblemon website and found out the best way to get them. Now, the way to get them is quite long and boring, so here's a stupid explanation. You find a bunch of berries in the wild? Well, breed them together, and hopefully you get the right one. Some of the berries could only be dropped from certain Pokemon, like how I was able to get a Hobon from defeating Turtonator. This whole breeding process involved 14 different berries, some of which are called Mago and Maghost, so you see how stupid this can actually be. But yeah, the bottom line is that I got the Starfberry. So let's fast forward to day 38, where I set up a small platform in the middle of the ocean to begin fishing. The aim of this project was to get one of 3 dragon types, Horsey, Skrelp, or Dratini. While Dratini is a dragon type, the other 2 evolve into Kingdra and Dragalge, which are also dragons. And so with 3 of them being found in the lukewarm ocean, this was my best chance of getting it. With the berries attached to my rod, the shiny odds dropped to 1 in 4096, which is great and all, but after fishing the entire night, I kind of realized that the 3 Pokemon I was looking for are just too rare. I thought this idea had failed and I felt like I wasted my time, but the real problem was just lack of execution. So while I was coming up with a plan, an intruder showed up. Well, look what we have on the screen now. But realistically, what else would it be? Of course, the first one always has to be Magikarp, doesn't it? I guess we just go for a quick ball, right? I don't want to leave until it's complete. And there we go, we got 6 Pokemon now, so full house. It's not only a water shiny, but it's also a flying shiny. I mean, when it becomes a Gyarados at least. It doesn't have any sense, any relevance, but we got Poutine the Magikarp. I feel like I've never seen a shiny playthrough without a shiny Magikarp showing up, so it's not the most exciting. So in preparation for my next version of fishing, I went to the Nether, got a ton of bone blocks, cooked up some glass, and started making an underwater fishing spot. Now you might be thinking whether this even makes a difference or not. Well, first of all, Dratini can naturally spawn next to ocean ruins, which I did build right next to. And secondly, in my previous situation, I was only standing in one spot and fishing, which is not great, because all the natural Pokemon spawning around me take about a whole minute to despawn, and that delays a new Pokemon from showing up. So what I did next was make a dropper into the underground, so that even though it was practically in the same chunk, a new set of Pokemon would have to respawn every time I went up and down, so I had a lot more Pokemon spawning per minute. It took me about 8 days of building, growing the farm, testing the depth of the dropper, and yeah, in between all that, I had evolved Poutine into a Gyarados. But I hope he can actually like attack wild Pokemon now, and be an absolute menace, you know? Ice Fang, yes, these are all beautiful moves. Waterfall Crunch, yo, this is insane. Between day 52 and day 60, this was all I was doing. Fishing a couple of times before dropping down and getting a new fresh set of spawns. The only scary thing about this situation is that since I'm going underground for about 10 seconds, there's a tiny chance that a shiny spawns in one of the caves, and that could be pretty hard to find, but you know, that's not gonna happen, right? Right? Oh, 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 oh! Frick, 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 go! Go! Oh, yes, yes, somewhere here. Somewhere here. Go down, you piece of No, no, no. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, go back down! It's still there! It's still there! It's still there! Oh my god, 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 oh my god. It's a pure rock type. It doesn't even evolve into another type. But you know, I got lucky in the fact that it didn't despawn even though I went back up. So that's a miracle in itself, man. I hear the shiny. Yes! Yes, 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 we found it. The freaking noise gave it away. Look at that. It's a beautiful purple shiny Roggenrola with a red core. Oh man, I was scampering around trying to find this thing. It's been a while. It's been a while since I found a shiny. Since I now had more than 6 Pokemon, I went back to my base to craft up a PC. We can just throw that down here. Two-Faced hasn't really done too much, and I don't see it playing a vital part in my final team. Just for the sake of it, I'm gonna let you evolve. This is the problem. Shinies are so cool, but I can't keep all of them on my team, right? So now I gotta be selective. We can give you the experience share, right? Oh, you can sit on my shoulder too. Isn't that great? So after evolving Ariados, I went back to the ocean to continue the fishing grind. Poplio, oh man, that would have been so good to get a shiny. Fairy type, starter Pokemon. How did I fish up a bird? Between days 63 and 67, I trained my mons up so much that almost everyone hit level 50, and I was thinking of different ways to speeden things up, like a way to constantly fish without having to stop and jump in a hole to reset spawn. So this is where I came up with my next plan, the underwater minecart system. I started building it just under the ocean floor, and the reason for this is that Dratini only has a chance of spawning near the ruins, which are just not close enough to the ocean's surface. Swimming at the top of the ocean versus the bottom changes the spawn pool completely, so I started to gather materials like iron, gold, and redstone for the rails, but things got a lot easier when I found a mine shaft and was just able to collect the rails from there. By day 70, the tunnel was complete, so the grind had only just begun. Oh, thank God. Thank God I stopped in the nick of time. Just get off. Oh, hell no, I nearly went so far away from it. Look at this guy, we got Shiny Shoulder. After so long, what day is it? It's day 84. We have got to be very careful not to click a different move on accident. Okay, now let's just throw an Ultra Ball and let's hope. Yes! We got ourselves an 8th shiny Pokemon, I think that's what it is. Getting Shelter and all was great, but I realized that there was a flaw in my plan. I checked the spawn pool of Pokemon when I'm close to the ocean floor, and a second time when it was at the water's surface, and there was a huge difference. If you notice, there's actually a higher chance of getting Horsey and Skrelp at the top, jumping from 1.25% to 3.38%. Within a day, I'd moved all the railways to the surface, and the grind on the minecart continued once again. Boys, we got another shiny, Just make sure not to die. Where is it? It's this way, Oh my god, that shiny looks so good. That looks so good! Holy heck, man, that thing glows. It's so beautiful. So this doesn't really fulfill any of the typings that I need because it's a water poison type. So yeah, the blue changes to a lavender color, and then the red rubies become like emeralds. What I was doing before getting the shiny was collecting as much kelp as possible. I need to be growing this all around the map for me to have the best chances of finding Skrelp. So it was in my best interest to get a helmet with respiration so that I can stay underwater for longer and plant more kelp at once. So I headed into the Nether to get more experience, and while I was there, I also decided that it was a pretty good idea to evolve Roggenrola, you know, just for the vibes. Look at that beautiful shiny, guys. It is a nice deep purple with like light blue crystals. Pretty good attack, pretty good defense, and it can evolve once more, but we do have to get a link cable for that. I then went back and got my enchanted helmet and got started on planting kelp. The next bunch of days were all about riding on the minecart, and this way I didn't really have to play the game, but rather just listen to a talk show on the side and stare at the screen. At least this way I had something to do, right? This thing is so tiny. How am I ever meant to like find it normally? I need my torches. Guys, look at that. It's a shiny wishy-washy. It looks awful. Like, what even is that? It is level 18, and it cannot survive on land. What a sight to behold. Now for this phase of my journey, I was pretty much doing the same thing over and over again. Every day was just about riding the minecart, so you know, let's cut to all the fun and important moments. What the frick is wrong with you? I think the hardest part about this challenge was whether I had the patience and the willpower to spend hours of my life in this way. I couldn't leave the biome because that would make a dragon type less likely, so the only thing I could do was change things up by fishing for a bit. Does it tell you how many times you fished something up in the statistics? The poke rod. I've used it a total of 747 times. No shiny so far. Huh. Interesting. Yes! Oh my god! I can't believe that worked! That worked the exact second that I just looked up the statistics. What the hell, dude? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh my god, shiny shallows. What? Ah, yes, I finally got a shiny after so long. It's a shallows. Let's get into battle with it, man. Right away. I don't even know what it looks like as a shiny, though. I mean, it's obviously like a very like light pink, like a peach almost. Oh god, dude, finally I got a shiny with a fishing rod. This is so hype. So hype. It's perfect. Here, peach. That shiny gave me the energy I needed to get my brain juices flowing again. So I evolved Tentacle into Tentacruel, which had that beautiful dark blue, and that really hit the spot, especially at night and underwater, so that got my shiny tally up to 17. We got it, boys. We got it. We so got it. Okay, I just gotta escape. And you know what? Things have just worked out perfectly. You know, this time I was actually able to hear the sound. It's a Carvanha, dude. Ah, no! That's rude. Bro. No! That's a fail. That's a fail. Holy crap. So first things first, what happened there is that Carvanha attacked me. So now all my Pokemon, if sent out, are gonna be aggressive and fight back against it, right? And that's exactly what happened. I missed it, or it just didn't activate the battle in time. Oh my god. Can you like stop? I'm trying to give this man a piece of my... No wonder he just starts swimming by himself. He's like an underwater scuba diver. He does not care. You piece of crap. What reason did you have? On day 116, I made a few adjustments to the minecart track. By adding a few stretched out turns, I gave myself enough time to be able to fish up Pokemon at certain spots. The odds also technically get a bit better since I am finding about 60 Pokemon in the wild every minute and about 3 fished up Pokemon at half the shiny odds at the exact same time. 8, 9, 10, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god, guys. You've got to be kidding me. I mean, I knew we were gonna get duplicates at some point, but it's finally happened. This is what I get for missing out on shiny Carvanha. Let's just catch it. There's nothing exciting about this. Let's just get away. They're both quiet natures. What are the frickin' odds? You absolute fraud. Why? Why do you do this to me? The thing is, my fishing rod will break at some point. Ooh, he fished up a Lapras. Oh God. Where are you? There you are. Flip-flop. See? He's already doing. He's doing the flip-flop. Ooh, we got another Pokerod smithing template, and ooh, we got a fishing rod with mending. Let's go. All I had to do was combine the Pokerods, and now with the mending enchant, my fishing rod would never break. I don't know how this even happened, but there are 2 shiny Galvantulas on my screen. We fished up a whole ass Dragonite from the ocean. That is insane. I also fished up an Oshawott, which is a star Pokemon, so that's really rare. And interestingly enough, if I did evolve it into the Hisuian variant, it becomes a dark type, which I also need. Besides that, I also moved the berry farm to the center of this area so that I could get a constant supply of them on the go, and so that I wouldn't have to leave the lukewarm ocean because Horsey can only spawn here. Of course that happens to me. I'm losing my mind. What day is it right now? It's day 137. I got my last shiny on day 122, which was the duplicate shiny Magikarp. And before that, I lost a shiny Carvana, so things are not panning out for me well at all. Like, what am I meant to do? Oh my God. Oh my God, we finally got one. It's right around here. We finally found a shiny, and it's shiny Arrokuda, which is actually looking pretty good. It's like a lavender color instead of like the normal like pale yellow. After an 18-day gap since my last shiny, it only made sense to also evolve Shellos. Look at that glorious orb. Oh, it's like a, I don't know, like a pukish color. Ay, that is not appealing to me. 17, 18, and 19, so. Oh my God, we have another 81 to go. This is a rough life that I've decided to choose upon myself. But I'm doing this for you guys, so at least for my suffering in this shiny world, you know, I would appreciate if you've made it this far in the video, if you left a like. And yeah, just to let you guys know, I'm working with about 150 hours worth of footage for this video, and that's why it's taken me a few months to put this all together. You have got to be kidding me. How? What the hell, dude? Back to back shiny Arrokuda. Aw, man. Arrokuda. Why? Anchovy. Banchovy. Considering that I just got another one, I was so scared of finding a shiny Barraskewda before I got the chance to evolve the ones that I had. And so I had to do it ASAP. 123 attack, 136 speed. It's actually a very fast, like powerful Pokemon. It's like a glass cannon. But it's just not gonna hold up against like the big leagues, right? So at this point in the video, if you were to take a look at the spawn pool, things are not gonna get better for me, because there's actually 55% chance that I'm gonna get a duplicate Pokemon versus something new. So, I'm fucked. For nearly 3 days, I was planting kelp all over the place, but then finally, I had a stroke of luck. No! Third one. It's so much fun catching wishy-washy, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God, guys. This is the life that I've chosen. This is the life that I'm suffering in. Speed dial, fraud, salty. Now what are you? No comment. Please, somebody save me. I was killed by my own Pokemon. Oh my God. It's not even a— no, don't go away, you piece of crap. No, wait, hold on. We got a shiny Clink. I mean, this is actually a good Pokemon. See, the reason this thing is good, I mean, it's a steel type, so it doesn't really help us with like the challenge, but you know, it's a 3-stage evolution line. How do I get you out of there without like killing you? Woo! Just battle it, just battle it. What am I doing? Such an idiot. Yes, okay. So the noses are like a light blue and they turn light green, and then like the whole like steel color turns into like a more tanned or like rusted color. Which, you know, it's a pretty good shiny according to me, so, you know, I dig it. I had also used the fishing rod about 1,500 more times since my shiny Shellos, and the game was just taunting me by throwing Kingdra and Seadra right in front of my face. Kingdra, just give me a shiny baby, please. Oh my god, oh my god. I almost missed it because I was eating food and I was looking at the TV. Ooh, it becomes like a... Okay, chill! Oh no, I'm gonna end up killing it on accident. Please don't. Fine. Now let's quick ball it. It's a water ghost type. That's right. It's a ghost type. I completely forgot. Okay, this is a pretty simple one. We're just gonna name it Gelatino. I've pretty much gotten all the Pokemon on this list, besides Remoraid, Horsey, and Skrelp. Like 2 of the 3 Pokemon I have not gotten, which is really sad. Get off, you dumb... What is it? No! No! You gotta be kidding me! Oh my god, I got another shiny from fishing and it's freaking wishy-washy. I want you to break out and just suffocate. Do me a favor. This is not what I asked for. This is not what I hoped for from this video, okay? She is our savior, and you know why? Because that's gonna be the last wishy-washy I get. Dragonair floating? How in the world is that happening right now? You're not a flying type yet? Oh my god. Why? Why? I'm like a crying kid. Just catch it. Chill, bro. You are moving too much. So first of all, what do I name this guy? Barbie? Barbie. Barbly. Guys, it's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. This madness has to goddamn stop. Why? I'm literally naming you Tearful Look. Is that one of your moves? Yeah, exactly. I think we're gonna be making sushi soon, boys. While fishing for those 16 days, I at least managed to level up these 3 guys, and now they were all ready to evolve. That's right. Boys, he's gonna turn from 2 gears into another pair of 2 gears. Isn't that something? Ooh, I actually like that spin. Holy heck. Ooh, it gets like a little bit of pink over there. It is your turn to shine. Let's go. It's time. We're gonna get some huge flips. 100 HP, 105 special defense. This thing is tanky. We gotta let him... Oh, that shiny isn't the best, but you know, we'll still do it for the sake of this man. Somehow, he's ended up with more lips than Jellicent, which, I mean, I wasn't expecting. God, guys, that too right next to the Horsey. Dumb luck. Like, even if I got Remoraid, I would be kind of happy, because, you know, I get 1 new Pokemon, and then I can evolve it into Octillery. Scooda, Scooda Buddha, Scooda Buddha Buddha. Guys, I was just talking about this. And look at that, it's actually a good shiny. It's such a good shiny. Okay, now I gotta be a little careful because these guys are like very aggressive. Whew, okay, so level 26 Remoraid. Again, unfortunately, I'm getting every single Pokemon besides Horsey or Skrelp. I even got Carvanha, which was the same chance, but man, I evolved Remoraid on the same night that I got it because it's not like this guy needs any more screen time, right? And yeah, shiny Octillery is just pure gold. I mean, I would have preferred if it stayed purple, because I just have too many yellow shinies at this point. Meant that for a long time, no one believed the former evolved from the latter. Yeah, that's actually true, like, I did not think about that as a kid. Like, I was just like, how? How does this thing become an octopus? I need to stock up on some more berries. Huh? Are you kidding me? What is spawned? I hear a shiny. Please don't tell me it's wishy-washy. It's Mantike. How in the world is Mantike spawned? What's even changed? I can't tell. Well, okay, let's go, Agent O. I've discovered that if a Mantike spends much time with schools of Remoraid, it will eventually achieve its evolution. Wait, are you telling me this thing only evolves if I have a shiny Remoraid? So am I not gonna be able to evolve this until I get another Remoraid? What the hell, dude? No, that can't be right. Let me look this up. Please don't say it ain't so. Mantike evolves with a freaking Remoraid in the party. And I'm not allowed to catch anything that's not shiny, and I already evolved my stupid shiny Remoraid. You freaking clingy piece of cling on to a Remoraid. For what reason, ain't nobody know. Three Magikarps. At this point in the challenge, I was more than frustrated. Like, I just wanted to break my PC and have the mental peace that I wouldn't have to continue doing this. But this was the true test of this challenge, and I had to succeed. Fishing for days led me to my 3,761st reel, and within that time, I also found Pokemon like Dracloak, which would have been awesome to get, and Muk, which would be, you know, not so awesome. You put all that work into fishing for a dragon type. What do you get instead? Rubbish, garbage, literal trash. Hopefully it doesn't suffocate underwater, because that would be an issue, but never mind, we got it. In no way are you a tank, but you are going to be my tank. Fishing actually turned out to be a blessing in disguise for me, as I got 3 shinies in under 4,000 reels, when you're normally supposed to find one every 4,096, so I was not gonna complain in the slightest. Yes! 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 Finally! Ah, damn! Get off this ding-dang boat. I did not know you were like a... No! Don't go anywhere! Oh my god! Horsey! Get into battle right now. Don't give me a heart attack, man. Okay, we finally found a Horsey, which evolves into a dragon type, which is what I want. It is about gosh dang time. Please. Yes! We got a crit capture. Doesn't even matter, we ain't gonna fail today, son. We have finally goddamn succeeded. Oh, I think I've been at it for this shiny dragon type since like day 60 or day 70, so this has been god awfully long. And finally, the wait has ended. Now that I finally had my shiny dragon, I could pack my stuff up and move on with my life. I mean, I spent about 150 days just staring at the water, and it felt so good to be done. But again, I quickly realized that I wasn't even halfway done. 59 more shinies to go, boys, and it is not looking pretty. On my way out, I made sure to grab the dragon scale because that's the item I need to evolve Horsey, and started scouting for new biomes to go to. So when it comes to fighting types, there are only like 3 Pokemon that I'm after, which are Machop, Mankey, and Shroomish, which becomes Breloom. So what I'm thinking of doing is go into a dark forest to either get a grass or dark type, and if I happen to find Shroomish, then I can evolve it into Breloom, a fighting type, so 2 birds with 1 stone. On the way there, I found a village on the mountainside which was looking like a really good spot to find a fighting type, with the likes of Mankey and Sneasel spawning on the map. Machop should spawn at some point too. Ooh, so many. What the hell? There's just a link cable in here? So yeah, I think it's definitely time we just use the link cable, and Liz is ready to evolve. I thought it was floating, levitating for a second. Can I ride on you? No. Okay. Maybe we can change that in the settings at some point. Oh yeah, so what are all the Pokemon that I can get from the Dark Forest? We have Galarian Ponyta, which is a Psychic and Fairy type, so that would be absolutely huge for us. Ooh, there's an Abra as well. Abra is one of the Pokemon that can drop an Ender Pearl, and once I got my hands on one, I crafted another link cable, saving it for Kingdra's evolution down the line. After killing a Honchkrow the next morning, Grimer hit level 38 and evolved into an absolutely stinking pile of green goop. I then focused all my efforts on cutting down the entire forest, which was a very stupid idea on my part because it was just so slow. I thought if I got rid of all the trees and leaves, then maybe bug-type Pokemon wouldn't be able to spawn anymore, which was not the case. Oh my god, guys. How? How has this happened? I'm in a forest, and of course the shiny that pops up just so happens to come from the gosh dang river. Where even is it? I can hear it. Don't die. Don't die now. Don't die now. Don't die now. Don't die now. Oh my god, there it is. Freaking Psyduck. Yeah, I don't even understand how small the odds were, but the shiny just so happened to be another water type. Just my luck. The only good thing about the day was that I realized that there was a faster way of taking down the entire forest, and that was not to cut at all, but burn instead. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did for the next 5 days, lighting every tree on fire with a flint and steel, clearing up the leftover wood, patching any dodgy areas of land, and by the end, I had a huge space where I could roam around and find a lot of shinies. It is time for you to evolve, yes. I do not want to keep you on my team for that long, because you are definitely not being selected for the final 6. The only thing that's changed is that the beak goes from like a yellow to an orange. I'll show a picture on screen. It's actually such a bad shiny. I wasn't sure whether training Klinklang was the right call, but one thing that really pissed me off was it missing the move Gear Grind again and again. And for it being an 85% accurate move, it felt more like 50. So I put things into my own hands by making an item called the Wide Lens, which boosts accuracy of moves by 10%. Ooh, Aegislash. What the hell, dude? What the hell? Hot Sauce was so strong that it barely left a scratch, but Aegislash did drop a Dust Stone, which was pretty hype. The only Pokemon I could think of evolving using it was Murkrow and Misdreavus, but of course, my stupid brain didn't think of Aegislash itself. Oh god, that thing freaked me out. What kind of stupid Pokemon cry is that? I then spent a few days in the Nether, and it wasn't a bad idea because I still needed a Fire-type Pokemon, and the only one I could get from the Dark Forest was Ninetales, but that's an extremely small chance. Since I had cleared most of the area, I headed back to the ocean, picked up all the rails, and brought them back to make a similar one in this area too. How am I getting bullied by an Eevee right now? It took me about 7 days to clear the top of the mountain, only to realize that going up and down lowers the number of Pokemon spawns, which is not ideal. So I kinda wasted my time with that, but isn't that what this whole challenge is about? On day 233, Ursaring dropped a Peat Block, which I can evolve my own into an Ursaluna, which is one of the coolest new Pokemon added. 234, another Zapdos spawned. Day 235, Eevee had gotten enough happiness to evolve into one of Espeon, Sylveon, or Umbreon. I've just been so busy cutting down gosh dang trees and making the minecart system that I didn't even realize. Bro, it's been 37 days since I last got a shiny, what the hell? Rookidee, oh wait, that's actually something that I wanted. Even though it's a typing that I already have, it's pure flying, I'm pretty sure. I can actually evolve into Corviknight and I can fly around in the skies, so that's a good thing to have. What I was gonna say is that I actually changed the settings so that I can ride on Gigalith, so that's pretty cool. Boys, it's a beautiful shiny. It's actually a beautiful shiny. Why even bother? No, don't glitch out. These newts. The blue becomes like a very dusty yellow. Wait, this thing can fly? Since when? Holy crap. Wait, I did not know that. Take it down, Gigalith. That's right. Did something spawn? Shiny Zubat, let's go! Get this thing off my... You guys want to see me take the biggest risk of my life? We're going for Dragon Rage. Dragon Rage! Okay. Didn't do too much damage. We are so Gucci. I'm getting the ball. Get in the ball, boy. Best man. He is actually the best man, okay? He's the best man you want at your wedding. I also decided to evolve Neptune, and the only thing that was holding me back this entire time was that leveling it up to 100 would be so much harder as a Kingdra, because dragon types generally need so much more experience than other Pokemon. But I was just like, you know, screw it, I got plenty of time. What the hell, man? It sounds like a broken piano. And you know, it's time, we're gonna get ourselves a Kingdra, let's go, it's gonna turn into straight up purple. We got ourselves a Kingdra. This thing is huge. I don't think it's meant to be this big, but you know, we take it. While I was building up my team for the final battle, I had a tough choice evolving Eevee into either Umbreon or Sylveon. When it comes to Umbreon Shiny, it is so beautiful, but unfortunately, it doesn't learn the move Foul Play, and with its pitiful attack stat, I just don't think I could use it. So as of right now, I'm thinking about Sylveon. As I moved forward, I surprisingly found a Mimikyu for the first time in the wild, and in a couple days time, Rookidee was ready to evolve into its final form. Oh, that's actually a really good shiny, I like it, I dig it. It's like a dusty silver. Jeez, dude, this thing is massive. He's like thrice the size of me, 3 times. Are you kidding? This is insane, and he's a white shining knight of armor. Beautiful. These newts. Oh, actually, oh yes, I can ride him. Fly, fly, my beast. Wait, how do you fly? Can you not fly? You piece of crap, are you telling me you can't? Oh yes, yes, you can fly, and you have animations. Yo, this is cool. This is so cool. Now that I had the power of flight, I raced back home to grab the Qualot Berry, which is the one that increases happiness. My next stop was the ocean, and with a ridiculous amount of bone meal, I produced a ton of berries to feed to my Zubat, making it so friendly that it could evolve into Crobat. Bro, Ursaring! Get out of my face. That's not what I had in mind. So it's time to evolve you into the Golbat. I mean, this was the whole point of this recording session, just so that we can evolve both Golbat and Corviknight into their final forms, and then take a look at what we have. Look at that, we got ourselves a Crobat, best man. Toxic is so good. I feel like that's the only reason that I'm gonna choose Crobat over Corviknight. Crobat, help! Help! Fly, take this thing out. What is it using? Is it using like psych? Oh god, I'm so dead. Crobat! Oh, we caught it. We caught it as we fell. And oh yeah, I did change the config files so that I can actually ride on Crobat. So this is great. Okay, I kind of just woke up, so it's the start of a fresh day for me. So what I'm gonna do is grab some food and just sit in the minecart for now. Oh, and I kid you not, guys, like I genuinely had a dream about getting a shiny starter. And just other points during my day, if I ever like close my eyes, all I see are shiny Pokemon. Either shiny Magikarp, shiny Wishiwashi on the map, and I'm just losing my mind because I just want a second of peace without actually having to like have this game in my mind. It's just driving me insane. Yes! I just finished my food. What a delight to savor. I was just thinking to myself, you know, maybe that shiny Carvanha, I kind of screwed things up because then I might have been forced to evolve it into Umbreon or Espeon. But look at that, we got Murkrow. Oh god, it's trying to kill me. It's trying to kill me. How do I go about this in such a way that my Pokemon doesn't kill it? Because that's what happened with shiny Carvanha. Okay, wait, let's fight the Phantom. No. Oh, okay. Now the issue is, if I get out of this battle, I think Crobat's just gonna auto-target Murkrow and kill it. We should be safe inside. Okay, please don't despawn. Ah! Yes, okay, finally. So what do we got? This is a dark type. So this actually takes off one of the typings off the list if we can actually catch it. You know, Murkrow is kind of a hard Pokemon to catch. I haven't tried it just yet. It's like one of those annoying Pokemon like Apom. Yeah, exactly. What is its actual catch rate? I don't know. Murkrow has a catch rate of 30. Is that less than starters? Gotta be careful not to click anything else besides Thunder Wave. I think I have a Dust Stone. Isn't that what you need? Yeah. we got a dust stone. Well, let's just use it on Murkrow, and it says that it is ready to evolve. So we can evolve into Honchkrow immediately if I really want to. Nothing? Seriously? No cry, no animation. You freaking dud. You are so trash. One cry from this Pokemon and a murder of Murkrow come flying. Is murder? Why is murder? Who the hell wrote English? With Honchkrow crossing off the dark typing, we now had less than half the types to go. How is Golurk spawned? This is the first time I'm seeing this guy. Okay, let's just go for that Hydro Pump. Kill it in one shot. Dead. Dead. Has my game bugged out? I think it has. What the hell? I thought about making a choice band to give that little power boost for Crobat since it's already so fast. The only materials I needed to find was yellow wool, so I headed to one of the mountaintops, got some yellow flowers, and made some yellow dye for the choice band. On day 253, I found a Snorlax, which you guys know as the thickest boy alive. It dropped some apples upon fainting, and eating one of those actually gave me the leftovers held item. It's like a 1 in 40 chance of that happening, and somebody like Gyarados can make really good use of it. Ferrothor is actually a really cool design. I feel like a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon come off as underrated because there's just so much hate to a few Pokemon, like the Ice Cream Mon and the Trash Mon. Day 256 was when I decided to make some changes, and it all boiled down to one simple reason. I wanted to train my Pokemon as fast as possible. Getting to level 100 is a real grind, and the only way to speeden things up was to get my hands on the Lucky Egg. This item boosts experience gain by 50% after every battle, which is huge. The only problem is that it's not craftable, so the only way to get one is by killing Chansey for a 10% chance that it drops. Now Chansey, as you know, is super rare, and they usually spawn near villages. The only other way they spawn is if you place concrete blocks in the area, as they think it means there's a city nearby. So I started collecting gravel and blue dye from flowers and spent about a whole day converting the concrete powder into blocks. It was pretty slow, but it would save me so much time in the long run. Look at that, we got a Snorlax sleeping. Look at that, he's actually yawning and snoring. So cute. So just to show you guys, if I was to do the rare check spawn in this area, you got Mimikyu, Farfetch, Ralts, Munchlax, Snorlax, all these Pokemon. But then if I were to add a concrete block on top of that, then some of the new Pokemon that get added to the spawn pool are Smeargle, Chansey, and Blissey, which are the ones that are important for me. So after placing down 3 stacks of concrete, some of the new Pokemon spawning around were Fido, Yamper, Drowsy, which I really need for the Psychic type, Girder for the Fighting type, and Snubble for the Fairy type, and so many more. Oh my god, what is on the map? Better not tell me it's an ugly Illumise. It is Bunnelby. Okay. I mean, it's not a bad shiny. It's not a bad shiny. It has like white tipped ears. Bunnelby. Shut up, dude. Just catch a Pokemon. Let's go catch it. Much better than Wishy-Washy or Bouffalant. So I will take that any day of the week. So let's head over to our PC. Oh my god! What the hell? There's no way! There's no way! Shiny Weedle! Back-to-back shinies in what? In like a span of like 2 or 3 minutes? What the hell? Okay, so, I mean, at least it's a Pokemon that can evolve twice, and that too pretty quickly, so I will take that 24 karat. Wait! That's a Chansey! But no! Is there any way I can like increase the odds of it having the Lucky Egg? I don't know! Chansey, help me out! I'm freaking out over here! So now what's the deal here? My Eevee has the move called Covet, which the user endearingly approaches the target, then steals the target's held item. So if it, I don't know if it can hold it. This is all up to you. 10% chance. I don't think I'm gonna get this ever again. Just covet. Just finish it off. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to. I have my eyes closed. I have my eyes closed. Guys, is it there? Is it on the screen? No, I did not get it. What the heck? Oh, dude, that was like my only chance. I don't think I'm ever gonna find. Ah, stop. Stop. So let's fast forward to day 278, where I decided to give myself one shot to battle the final boss and get a feel for what Pokemon they were using. The reasoning was simple. I needed to train up 6 of my Pokemon to level 100. And also the final trainer has a fully competitive team with perfect natures, moves, IVs, EVs, held items, you name it. So the least I could do was take one chance to scout out their team before diving into the real thing. Okay, my guy starts with level 100 female Spiritomb. Let's go for Thunder Wave. Okay, I am faster, which is huge. Oh, I missed. You're kidding me. I freaking missed. This is just so usual of what happens on a normal day-to-day basis. What the hell do you mean I missed? What the hell do you mean I missed 2 times in a row? Let's go into Crobat. We already got to move to stall just so we can see his second Pokemon. Use Toxic. This time we land the poison. And he goes for the Will-O-Wisp. The Will-O-Wisp. And I am burnt. I can't really hit this guy, so I'm just going to have to go for Throat Chop. It does like 10% damage. That is absolutely pathetic. And yeah, Bouffalant goes down. But you know what? Toxic is slowly going to whittle it down, waiters, because that would be pretty annoying. Okay. Ooh, Toxic killed it. Toxic killed the Spiritomb. What's your next Pokemon? It's Milotic. Bro, he definitely has Champion Cynthia's team. I'm telling you right now, he has 2 of those Pokemon. Oh my god, this thing is such a competitive team. How am I meant to beat it with my freaking team of Shinies? My absolute crap Shinies. Oh, he has Recover. You've got to be Pikachu. My absolute... Oh my god. You know what? Let's just end myself. I'm not going to give you the pleasure of taking me down. I'm going to end myself. Freaking explode. That's all I care about. After seeing Spiritomb and Milotic, my suspicions were confirmed. They were 100% using Cynthia's team. Unfortunately, I was not able to kill any more of their Pokemon, so those were all the hints I was gonna get. Now, knowing Cynthia's team, I know her ace is Garchomp, and that's gonna be the real threat. So for that one reason, I made the decision to swap out Poutine the Gyarados and bring in Moist the Shelder. That ice typing is gonna be a game changer when it comes to handling Garchomp. What the hell? That is a beautiful shiny. Oh, you... Okay, I gotta be super careful not to kill this thing. And how do I not kill it? Okay, let's go ahead and battle. Aegislash. I could really be getting a shiny Aegislash right now. Yes, please. The thing about Honedge is that it only spawns around this area right here. And I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe somewhere deep underground there's like a ruins or like an arch or something where these guys are spawning. So that was incredibly lucky. Honedge was definitely going to be one of my final members, so it required some more training. So in the meantime, I evolved both 24 Karat and Lime. You're going to turn into 24 tons soon. What are your base stats? 56 attack, 50 special attack. That is actually pathetic. I'm sorry, bro, but you are just not usable. Kakuna Matata, ain't that right? So yeah, just from yellow to like lime green. If only there were megas in this game, dude, because shiny Mega Beedrill goes absolutely ham. Like that lime green with the black, it just looks so intense and just so beautiful, guys. Diggersby looks so good. Why is there always an Impidimp and it looks so freaking tiny? So it is currently day 280. What we have done is gotten Shiny Honedge on day 279, evolved our Diggersby and Beedrill. So that's about it from me for this session. We are gonna... Did I just see a shiny? Just about when I was about to call it off for the day. Holy heck. Nuzleaf is a grass dark type, so we already have the dark type covered by Murkrow, but it definitely helps us with the grass typing, so that's gonna be another one off the list. Is this a hard Pokemon to catch? I don't think so. I don't know. Why do you get Explosion? With the grass typing crossed off, we only have 5 more to go, and I don't have to stay in the forest anymore, so the next one I focused on was the fire type, and that led me to go inside the Nether. This time I had a flying type in Crobat, so movement was not an issue, and I was easily able to train my Pokemon here while searching for that shiny. So what are the spawn conditions here? /check spawn common? Out of these, I think Sizzlipede is actually the best Pokemon. When I said the best Pokemon, I had Fighting Lucario in mind, so it wouldn't have been able to hit Centiskorch with its Steel and Fighting type moves. But there were some other good Pokemon like Magmortar and Darmanitan which can really pack a punch. In the meantime, I was also collecting Blaze Powder because I would eventually need it to go into the End Dimension. Oh! 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 There's a shiny! There's a shiny! Please, just kill this thing. Let's go, let's go, let's go. There it is! There it is. That's shiny Darumaka. I don't know if that's good or not. I mean, with sticky webs, this thing could be insanely good. We can get the fire type off the freaking board. If we catch it, which we did, let's go! Which means we only got Psychic, Ice, Fairy. I already forgot. I stayed in the forest for a bit longer, hoping to get one more shiny because getting a psychic type here is still pretty possible. There are literally so many options like Ralts, Galarian Ponyta, Hatenna, Kadabra, Chimecho. I mean, I'll even take a Drowsy or Mr. Mime at this point. So within the next 10 days, a lot of stuff happened. Drifblim dropped an air balloon, which is a held item to avoid ground type moves, so I started thinking of all the ways I could use it against Garchomp, but it didn't really seem worth it. What are you doing with your tail? This is the Pokemon that can learn any move in the game. Yo, that is actually a cool battle animation. I don't know. Ice Shark, kill it. Kill it. Is it gonna die the same way? Nope, it just tangled itself with its tail and went down, okay? My armor was taking a beating from all these wild Pokemon, so I had to head back into the mines to get some more diamonds. While I was doing that, I found a Dust Stone, which is the item I need to evolve Justice, so that was pretty good. But then, do you guys see that on the map? It's like this weird, spherical thing. Okay, I think I'm on top of it or below it. I don't know. Oh god. What the hell is this? Ooh, what? Legendary encounter? Encounter Walking Wake in a Terra Den. Wait, what? What? What is going on here? What is this stuff? Isn't this Tumblestone? I can make some jet balls with this, which is actually pretty sick. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, get down, you fat ass. Yes, slide down there. Unfortunately, the battle was pretty easy because I had level 80 Pokemon by this point, and yeah, it was kind of sad that I couldn't catch it and use it myself, but maybe for a different video. A shiny Fuecoco, that would be absolutely insane. Look at that cute guy. By the next day, I'd gathered enough Blaze Powder to finally leave the Nether for good. Meanwhile, Darumaka was starting to pick up some seriously strong moves like Flare Blitz and Superpower. If I can somehow get a Belly Drum off, the final boss won't stand a chance. But the only issue with Darmanitan is that it lacks a bit in the speed department and can't take more than one attack, so I crafted a Choice Scarf to cover that weakness and hopefully make it a lot more dangerous in battle. So I have removed the XP share just so that we can test this out right now. Come on, Darumaka. Beat his stupid hat. Fire Punch. Kill it! Yes, that was so quick. He didn't even take a freaking second. I nearly missed a shiny. I nearly missed it, but I just caught sight of it. Okay, just hop off the minecart. Okay, it's somewhere there. Now, I don't know what it is. Is it Deerling? Don't tell me it's gosh dang Deerling. Don't tell me it's that piece of crap right there. Oh my god, please, please let it be Timber. No, it's freaking Deerling. What's even different about you? Oh my god. If it was the shiny Timber, I would have been done with the fighting type and I wouldn't even have to go to the other place. But gosh dang it, man. Oh my god, look at the difference, guys. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause. Come on. I don't hear it. Just kill the Shedinja and you'll level up. You're now level 34, you can evolve. Now get out of my face, get out of my face. Evolve, evolve. I don't even want to see you. You know what? I'm looking away. You don't even deserve the spotlight. Yeah, exactly. And I'm not even gonna showcase it to you guys. It does not deserve my love. We're gonna throw Saucebucks in the PC. Wow, look at that, guys. You wanted Christmas to come early? Well, there it is, boys, there it is. You know, we need to make a separate box for Sappy McGee itself. So Sappy McGee, you can stay over there. At this point in the game, 2 of my Pokemon required evolution stones to evolve, so the first one I had to find was a leaf stone. So I just went through the caves of the forest, and luckily I was able to find one, and the second one was a water stone, which led me to the ocean's depths. Oh, Dratini, stop! No! I love you! Water stone. Yes, water stone. Dratini has led me the way to the water stone. Let's go. Let's go. It's your time to shine, buddy. Holy heck, that is actually a pretty decent Pokemon. Like a decent shiny, I mean. Whoa, Hurricane, Leaf Tornado, Sucker Punch. This thing has some insane moves. Holy crap. Extra Sensory Leaf Blade? Bro, this thing is busted when it comes to moves. My next objective was finding a fighting type Pokemon, so I headed back to the place that I marked on the map earlier. Mankey's 2.69%, Machop 2.69%, Makuhita 0.9%, so this is not where we want to be. The problem now was that the Pokemon spawns kept changing every few chunks because of all the different blocks and biomes around me. What I thought was a great spot ended up being not that great, and the chances of finding a fighting type were actually super low. So after looking up some information, I learned that the snowy slopes were the best place to be. So after finding one on the map, I headed right over. I set up a small base and tried flattening out the area as much as possible. Even Pokemon like Charmander, Gible, and Riolu could spawn here, so if I get lucky enough, those are some really strong Pokemon. I tried building a sky base to boost spawns, but it just wasn't working. So I scrapped the whole thing and then headed back to the dark forest, grabbed some rails, and tested that setup over here instead. Problem was, the biome was way smaller in comparison, so not much was happening. The only cool thing that happened was that a Porygon spawned, just because there was a PC nearby. And honestly, Shiny Porygon is absolutely beautiful. So I switched gears by making a nether portal, grabbed a whole inventory of netherrack since it's super easy to break, and started building a brand new sky platform, and thankfully, this time it actually started working. Oh my god, guys. We got ourselves a shiny Graveler, not even Geodude, so it's gonna register as like one less Pokemon in our Pokedex. Oh my god, this thing could self-destruct. Can it? Why? So I just got a quick ball and hope that it doesn't explode, which it very well could. So this is a moment of truth. 2. Trace? Geodude was 24%, but instead I got Graveler, which was a 2.57% chance. At that point, you could have just given me the Mankey and I would have been done with this nonsense, but nope. Why'd you have to do this to me, broseph? After days of building this thing out, why am I not doing this with Crobat? Oh, this is so much faster. What am I doing with my life? Yeah, I don't know how I didn't think of that sooner, but that made things a lot quicker. That is an insane death animation right there. Jeez, okay. Oh, no! Charmander! Charmander! No, that is not right. What the hell? Cotton Guard. I did not know they made an animation for that. What the hell? Oh my god, I'm trying to see my evolution here. Yagami, you look so gosh dang good. You have like that raspy like cherry color, those bright pink neon like freaking eyebrows. The reason I evolved Darumaka so soon was because its ability changes from hustle to sheer force, which means that it hits just as hard without the chance of missing now. Some other stuff that happened was Hariyama dropping a black belt, which boosts the power of fighting type moves, while Corviknight dropped a metal coat, which does the same thing for steel type moves, but also allows certain Pokemon like Scizor and Steelix to evolve. This guy's a vibe. You can just tell. This thing has like a huge HP stat, but doesn't matter, you did. I was able to use the minecart here without too many issues, so that's what I did for about the next 6 days. Well, you're gonna get a beating and a half, because you are not shiny. Besides Articuno, there was also Beldum, Gabite, and Zapdos spawning, but it was about time I found another shiny. Oh my god. Day 309 was when we got Graveler, and now it's day 329, exactly 20 days later. And we find the missing piece of the puzzle. Getting Geodude was actually like the worst case scenario, because even though it can evolve, it won't count for anything because I already have a Graveler, so it's basically a wishy-washy in disguise. What the hell? Oh my god, it's pretty much back to back again. I mean, this is not truly back to back. The Nuzleaf thing was definitely... Am I tripping? Bunnelby? And Machoke? With Machoke on my side, the fighting type was crossed off the list, which only leaves us with Psychic, Ice, and Fairy. It would have been better if it was a Machop instead of Machoke, since that would have added one more shiny to my decks, but you know, you can't win them all. Okay, yeah, that's about it from, oh my god, 3 shinies within a span of a day. Now that I'd completed the fighting type, I wanted to explore and see what the situation was like in the end dimension, so I grabbed all my important stuff, crafted Eyes of Ender, and headed straight towards the stronghold. And yeah, the only thing left to do was jump inside. Holy heck, okay, this is pretty easy. This is so different from Skyblock. Okay, I only got limited arrows, so I gotta be very careful. Woo! That was close. See, look, there are some Psychic type Pokemon spawning, Elgium and Behem. That's literally all I know that spawns in the end right now. Imagine I can find Shiny Beldum inside the end. That would be so sick! After defeating the Ender Dragon, I figured I'd stick around to see if there were any new Pokemon spawning, and it didn't really seem like it. After about a day or so, I found an end structure, which was the only different thing in the area, and that allows a Pokemon called SilverLuck to spawn, but I didn't really see any. So really, there are only about 3 Pokemon in the end, and they're all Psychic types, so it seemed like a good idea to stay here. But since I needed about 29 more Shinies, it made sense to go back to the Dark Forest and get as many from there as possible. Shiny Scolipede would be so good, dude. I love Shiny Scolipede. So jumping to day 337, I crafted a couple more link cables, which funnily enough, they were for Golem and Machamp. It's kinda cool considering that those two have that old fan theory where they supposedly swapped heads. Oh no, maybe I don't like you. Heavy Slam, assuming it has Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Self-Destruct, Explosion. This is a good Pokemon. I mean, it's gonna get killed by, whatchamacallit, Milotic, Roserade, Lucario, Garchomp. Yeah, you are dead, so... So it just goes from the light gray to pure green, and that's about it. That's all that changes. Do you have Guts? No, you have no guard. If you had Guts, I could give you the Flame Orb that I got, and that would have been broken. After those 2 cool evolutions, let's jump over to night 348. Oh my god, guys. This is like the worst outcome possible. This is just as useless as Shiny Wishiwashi. The issue is I don't have Gyarados on the team, so... Oh, this thing has Sing! Oh, this might be a freaking blessing in disguise. No, I like Mars more. I guess I should probably stop recording because I just got Shiny. Oh my god! How do I keep getting back to back? We got Shiny Hatena, and this completes the freaking Psychic type. It's not only a Psychic type, it's also a Fairy type. So this means I can evolve Eevee into whatever I want now. Hatena! Yo, this is such a cool Pokemon, so cute! So yeah, we knocked out a bunch of golds with just 1 Shiny. And just 2 days later, I had all the training done for Gamer Girl. Yes, I forgot to nickname her at first, but don't worry, balance has been restored. Let's go ahead and evolve it into Hatchrem. Using the braids on its head, it pummels foes to get them to quiet down. 1 blow from those braids would knock out a professional boxer, okay. Oh, this thing is huge, and that looks kind of creepy. Are those its nose? Is that its nose or is that its eye? And that's just like some weird thing on the side. Or are those your feet or is that a mop? I mean, it looks, and that's freaking Apom's tail right there. My girl stole it. With the Fairy type finally crossed off the list, the only one left was Ice. Sure, I could have just evolved a Shelter and called it a day, but where's the fun in that? So I made my way back to the Icy Plains, the same place where this whole journey started back on day 1. I set up a small base and got to training. I still needed a bunch of levels for my team before the final battle, and honestly, Standler were so common and they give us a ton of experience, so it was kind of the perfect training ground. Some of the Pokemon I wanted from this area were pretty straightforward. Scorbunny was an easy pick because it's a starter, right? But the one that I was really aiming for was Mamoswine. Being a ground and ice type, it gives me a solid edge against Pokemon like Garchomp, Lucario, and Togekiss, which I figured would be some of the Pokemon that the boss has later on. It took me around 8 days just to get Darmanitan to level 100. That was the first one of my Pokemon fully trained up and ready to go. It was a long grind, but to be fair, Eevee was stealing a lot of the experience. Get away from me. What the hell? Get those hands away from me, girl! I don't know if this is a mistake, but you know, we only get one shot at a shiny Eevee. And maybe I made the mistake of evolving into Sylveon just for the sake of the battle, but you know, it's not a bad shiny by any means, I love it. Now that I actually thought about it, fighting Lucario and Togekiss would have been an absolute nightmare for my Umbreon. Since I was getting ready for battle, I wanted some better held items for my Pokemon. So one of the items that I looked up was the Life Orb, which is really powerful as it boosts my attack power, but at the loss of a bit of HP every time I attack. What day is it? It's night 366, and we got a great shiny. Actually, one of my favorite shinies from the newer games, Citadel. It's like a oily, like gray color now, and it turns fantastic, yo. With that, Citadel crosses off the ice typing, which means that we have completed the 18 type challenge. The only thing left to do was hit the 100 shiny mark and win that final battle. Citadel evolves using an ice stone. Okay, it doesn't even evolve by level up. What the hell's going on here? Oh, there's an ice stone right there, okay. I have no doubt in my mind that this is easily one of the top 3 shinies of the entire video. That black and orange combination just hits so good. Oh, look at that thing sleeping. Such a cool Pokemon. We gotta love it. You gots to love it, and the way it just runs around. Why wouldn't I add this thing to the team? I guess the only reason I'm not is because it's level 33 and it's gonna take freaking ages for me to level up to 100. It was around this point that Crobat and Sylveon had also hit level 100, and I was kind of thinking about going to the end dimension, so on the way there I stopped by the Sky platform to see if I could get that stupid shiny Mankey that I've been hunting for some time now. Get upside down, get grooving, get nasty. Or is that only when you die? I guess that's only when you die. I just want to be done with Sylveon. This thing needs so much experience in comparison to others. Yes! Happy's now level 100. Let's go! You piece of crap. How much experience do you need? You took exactly 1 million experience. Oh my god. What the heck? Where is this thing? Another Rookidee. So many Pokemon on the freaking field, and you choose to give me Rookidee. I would have taken Pidove, Wooloo, or Starly any day of the week. They all evolve like twice or thrice. So yeah, that didn't turn out too great. I mean, if I get another duplicate Pokemon, my mind would explode. So to avoid that situation, I jumped into the end dimension, but that turned out to be even worse, as those were 18 days of pure hell. The spawns in here were so small in comparison that it was just so painfully slow. And the only reason I came in here was to test my luck for a shiny Beldum, but the problem was that Algium are 7 times more likely to spawn than Beldum, so the odds weren't great. And even if I am lucky enough to find one, Beldum has the catch rate of a legendary Pokemon, so it would either break free or kill itself with takedown, so there was really no point. The only thing of value to show you guys in here was that I got so bored that I decided to evolve Shelter. Mr. Moist, it's time. Is that how you swim backwards? Yeah, I kind of figured. So what else can I give it? I can give it Icicle Spear, right? Oh, it also has Icicle Crash. How is the aim so bad in this? How? This makes no gosh dang sense. Gotcha. Day 391 was when I called it quits. It was just way too much for me to handle. I'd pretty much done everything possible at this point, so to keep things fresh, I decided to go to biomes that I haven't gotten a shiny from yet. So I was on the lookout for things like a Badlands, Desert, or Savannah, and I ended up finding all of them. These were 3 new biomes that I hadn't gotten any Pokemon from, so my chance of duplicates is super low, and that's the point to finish this as quickly as possible. I spent about 2 days in these biomes before seeing what else was nearby, and of course, just for the 1 second that I leave the savannah, oh my god. Mr. Lechonk, don't, oh wait, is this guy gonna drown? I gotta not let that happen. It might be a Route 1 Pokemon, but it's a lovable guy. Kinda like Bidoof. What day is it right now? It is day 395. Did I get a crit capture? I did. Pretty decent attack. Actually, pretty good IVs in general. It's like above average, like way above average. I did not realize that Gimmigold Towers come with like a freaking TNT trapped chest kind of situation. If I caught a Phalanx, would that count as like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different shinies? You know? I feel like that should. Huh. Crustal now drops Terracotta, which is something it didn't do back in Skyblock. So I guess they must have just made that change in the new update. I mean, that would have been so useful. Evolving Lechonk into Oinkologne wasn't that hard, and now we got ourselves a Big Bertha. I'm glad I got the female version, because the male looks pretty stupid. Well, in comparison at least. Oh god, since when did they start doing this? That thing is too funny, what the hell? Is he gonna run after? I mean, you have legs for a reason, right? I mean, in the anime you stand on 2 feet. What are you doing? By day 403, Honedge had hit level 100, so he could happily evolve it into Aegislash. Ooh, Doublade. And then the sword itself becomes red. What the hell? The eyes become yellow. You need a stone to evolve. Bruh. The only problem was that I left the Dust Stone back in the Dark Forest. Let's use the Dust Stone. Let's evolve it into... Ooh, it's not even red anymore. Okay, let's just evolve it. Holy heck. It looks so intense! Aegislash was one of the most broken Pokemon when it came out in Generation 6, and that is because of its unique ability called Stance Change. While it does work in Cobblemon, unfortunately the models don't change, so I guess that's the only downside, but you know, can't win them all. And then the shiny just turns absolutely like demon form like. I love the shiny. While I was here, I made sure to give the best items for my Pokemon and got the stuff needed to craft another Life Orb. It was the perfect item for Darmanitan because its ability Sheer Force prevents the HP loss while attacking. In the meantime, I was also growing all the different mint seeds, and now I was able to give all my Pokemon their best natures. Ooh, chest. What does the chest have in store for me? Jade Orb, what the hell? Wait, what? Jade. I mean, it must be related to Rayquaza? Oh my god, Moltres. So now I've seen every single one of the legendary birds so far. Legendaries mean nothing to me in this challenge. Oh my god. We got it. We got a shiny. Probably something that I didn't really care for, but you know, we got a shiny and that's all that matters. Let's go. We got ourselves a green, like a pukish green snake. Oh yes, look at that mouth. What'd that mouth do? It's already day 409. Ooh, it has like blue on its chest. Does it normally have blue, or is that like a custom thing? So I've gotten a total of 87 shinies at this point, and I think I have 10 duplicate Pokemon. 11. I have 11 duplicate Pokemon. But for some... yeah. 11? So what does it say in the Pokedex? 77. That's a little confusing to me. 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I have 11 duplicates. Do I have like a shiny... Oh, I have Saucebug. I completely forgot. Sappy McGee, where have you been all this time? Yes! We actually hear the shiny. Let's go! It's freaking Snubble! 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 Oh, that's so mean, boy. So mean. We're just gonna quick ball it up again. And one thing that I learned while shiny hunting over here was that Maractus actually has like a 20% chance to spawn during the day. And at nighttime, it's only 6%. So that's why I spend most of my time during the day in the savannah and then came back to the desert for the nighttime. You know, I use my brain sometimes. Licks, bites, growls, just like a dog. Ooh, it has all the fang moves. That's pretty cool. Charm as well. Taking a look at Snubble's shiny, I actually like it. It's like a lavender with like a rose pink finish to it, you know? I don't like that shiny. I mean, I had to do it for the Pokedex. I wouldn't say that's a good shiny. Why couldn't it turn blue? Absolutely making a mockery of itself. What the hell? You know, for just as much fun as we're having playing the game, they're just having fun making the models and stuff, because this is just so creative. Oh, that's a beautiful shiny. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, the color on the map looks so good. There, look at that. It's a lime green Sandshrew, and we got ourselves a pure ground type. That is what I was looking for. Let's get that on our Pokedex before I fail it. I have learned from the Carvana situation. Oh man, the green goes away when it evolves. That's so sad. Well, I named you Red Riot because your hair looks pretty similar, but you're not even that red. So that's just great. Since we were into the 90s, I figured it might not be a bad idea, for the sake of my mental peace, to just sit back in the minecart and not actually have to use my brain for a bit. I'd already done most of the training anyway, and Cloyster only needed one more level, and I would be done. Oh, yes. Not only a shiny, but it's a 3-stage evolution, and it spawned right behind me. And I heard the sound. I spotted that thing on the map before my mom even knew she was pregnant. What am I even saying? What the hell? Impidimp, dark fairy type, beautiful shiny, a light blue aquamarine color, love it. Yeah, Elfman is kind of fitting for this guy. Yes, we take those. Don't go out of range. What the hell am I doing? Ah, another shiny. It's a new shiny though, and that's all that matters. I mean, I'm not excited by Hoot, but just being able to finish up the Pokedex is important, so you know, I will not complain. With 2 new Pokemon, I quickly evolved them, Noctowl being the 95th, Morgrem the 96th, and Grimmsnarl the 97th, so we were getting so close. This thing hop around so cute. What the hell? In general, like in the anime, it's a pretty small Pokemon, but here it's pretty big, so I should be able to ride it, in fact. But nope, that's sad. Okay. I guess I never really realized that it had 3 different colors in the first place. Even though it appears to have gained great muscle strength, this is yet another sneaky deception by Grimmsnarl. These muscles are actually part of its hair. Oh, so it's not actually like a very built-up Pokemon, it's just covered by its hair, and it's actually like pretty weak. By this point, I had pretty much gotten a lot of the Pokemon from the Dark Forest, and the odds of a duplicate Pokemon were pretty high. So I headed out to a new biome which I haven't shiny hunted in yet, and I settled with the Taiga. For about 5 days, I carved a path for me to walk around using the power of forest fires, and it turned out to be a success. I don't know why people are getting so upset about Cyndaquil not being in the new game's Pokemon Legends EA. Like, they chose Totodile and Chikorita only because they haven't gotten that kind of treatment yet. Cyndaquil got it in frickin' Legends Arceus. No, in that case, it would have had to been Chikorita. Oh man! I'm deliberating about the stupid new games. And I got a freaking Galarian Linoone. It's a good shiny, yes, I know. But it's a middle stage evolution. And yes, this Galarian version evolves once. But if I got Galarian Zigzagoon, that would have been the end of my challenge. Now I gotta get another shiny after this. Ah, man. Well, now the situation has come to a point that, like, I didn't even need to come to the Taiga. If I was getting a 2-stage evolution, like, then I might as well have just stayed back in the Dark Forest, which now I gotta go back and do. I'll even take a duplicate Pokemon. Like, I don't care. Give me another shiny Murkrow. This is painful. Day 450. Oh, yes, yes. Speak of the freaking devil. It was my third Rook in D, which is kinda sad, but at the same time, I went ahead and evolved it into Corvisquire, which ended up completing the shiny evolutionary line, which is always nice for a collector to see, so that's a bit of a mini goal completed. Because all we have to do is wait for nighttime to come, which is happening very soon, and then I can evolve Linoon into Obstagoon. Okay, let's quickly do our Pokedex count. 96, 97, 98, and 99. So as you can see, we have exactly 99 shinies. Forget you, we got another shiny on the freaking screen. Let's go. We got Mischief. I was gonna do a cool thing where we were gonna evolve Linoon and get Obstagoon, but Mischief has just appeared in front of us. Holy heck. Let's go for that Thunder Wave. Okay, so if I catch Mischief, then this is Pokemon number 100. And to really celebrate this moment, I evolved my final Pokemon, marking that perfect milestone of 101 shinies. Now that we were done with the hunting and training, it was time to put my final team to the ultimate test against the strongest trainer in Cobblemon. Yes, let's go! And this is essentially against Champion Cynthia. I think the first thing I should do is, like, the whole point of Galvantula is sticky webbing, so I'm gonna do that. He switches! What? Already? And he goes into Garchomp. Well, it's a good thing that I didn't go for Thunder Wave. He might go for Earthquake, or he could also go for Outrage. I think my best switch in is probably Crobat, just to avoid that ground type move. And that's exactly what he goes for. Okay, we have the advantage now. But now, I think just going for the Toxic would be huge. He switches out again. Is he gonna go into... He goes into Milotic. Wait, that's absolute crap. I go for the Toxic, but it failed because the Milotic comes out already burnt? That's a glitch. Well, that's absolute crap, so this man is cheating his ass off. So I gotta still try and win even though he's cheating. Yeah, I just gotta switch into Venom. This is really bad for me. Let's go for Discharge. How much does this do? Okay, that does a lot of damage. Scald will kill me, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Sylveon. I think Sylveon's the best option because we're hitting the special defense, because Marvel Scale boosts the normal defense. So yeah, Milotic goes down. So one Pokemon down on each side. What is he sent? Porygon Z. Oh, I guess Cynthia does have a Porygon Z. Is it gonna go for Tri-Attack? I mean, if so, I can just switch into Aegislash, right? Please, don't tell me you're Shadow Balling. He goes for Hyper Beam. It's definitely gonna have Shadow Ball, but I'm just gonna go for King Shield and let's see what it does. Let's protect this first turn. Yeah, it does go for Shadow Ball. Do I need this thing for anything? I need it for Lucario. This thing is a great counter to Lucario, so Crobat's kind of useless. Toxic. There's no point in Toxic. Let's just go for Poison. That does takes it down to 50%. It goes for Hyper Beam. It kills Crobat with a stab 150 base power move, and also probably has like adaptability and a Life Orb. That would have killed anything, to be honest. Yes, okay, Porygon Z goes down. So 2 Pokemon down on each side. It's getting closer. Yeah, he does send in the Lucario. Okay. So let's just switch into Justice. We got a free kill on the Porygon Z. We switch into our Ghost type and it takes the Fighting type move. So now what do? Let's go for King Shield. Does he switch out? That is a question that I ask myself. No, he goes for Earthquake. Okay, this Lucario is packing Earthquake, which is not very nice, if you ask me. Oh! What the hell? It was a critical hit. No wonder. I was like, how the hell did it do that much damage? First, he gets the burn off on Milotic beforehand, before the battle even starts, and then he gets a critical hit with Lucario. Okay, we killed 3 of his Pokemon. We only got 3 more to go, and he sends out Garchomp. Okay, we're just gonna Shadow Sneak. That does about 19%. Rough Skin takes effect, and I'm gonna die to Earthquake. Justice, my man goes down. Okay, I'm just gonna go for Ice Shard. It's too big of a risk. It's holding a Yachi Berry. It weakened the attack, takes about half. Earthquake, oh, I can survive another one, but I'm too scared of being faster and then Shell Smashing, lowering my defense, and then it kills me. So we're just gonna go for another Ice Shard. And Garchomp goes down, boys. So that leaves only 2 more Pokemon. And that's a Togekiss. Huh. I guess it's not in the game, so there's just a substitute doll instead. Now the issue with this thing is that it's a flying type, so it's not affected by the sticky web, so I just gotta go for Ice Shard, get some chippies off. That does a lot of damage though. Aura Sphere kills me, yeah. Cloyster has like no special defense. So now it's time for Yagami to come out, and if this thing can't take anything out, then, you know, it's pretty much game over. I think from this range we just go for Flare Blitz. Oh, it uses Thunder Wave. Oh my god, this might come down to Sylveon. This might come down to the last Pokemon. We take out Togekiss. It's a 2 versus 1 right now, but my Darmanitan is paralyzed, so it could come down to some RNG. Let's just go for that Flare Blitz. I do connect, and we just take it out, okay. Darmanitan is just too strong of a Pokemon to compete with. So we have defeated Mr. Red, who had pretty much Cynthia's team. Well, after 450 days packed with highs, lows, and a bunch of questioning my life, I gotta say, I had a lot of fun. I probably won't be doing this challenge anytime soon again, cause, you know, gotta protect my mental health. But hey, if you all show some love, I might give it another shot once all 1025 Pokemon are in the game. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.